Hi, my name is John Wilhelm, and this year will be the 55th anniversary of the Woodstock Festival in upstate New York. I'd like to give you some of my experiences, which were somewhat unique. But before I get started, I'd like to bring up 4 people who were totally instrumental in having Woodstock at all. 2 of whom have already passed away, Michael Lang and John Roberts. The other 2, Joel Rosenman, and of course, the father of Woodstock, so to speak, Artie Kornfeld. Without these 4 men, this concert never would have happened. And I know everyone likes to talk about all the bands and Max Yagsker and all of those things and closing down the Thruway and what they were doing, and that's all fine and dandy. But without those 4 men, this never would have even happened, and we owe them a debt of gratitude. But let me tell you about my experiences. I worked with Bert Sommer. I was his road manager, bodyguard, driver, and it was 1969. We had practiced, Bert and his band had practiced for 4 months, almost daily, and were tight as could be, ready for Woodstock. So on Thursday night, before Woodstock started, we loaded up the van that we had borrowed from a local group. Charlie Bolello, the bass player, 2 girls from the neighborhood, Karen and Barbara, and the equipment manager, John G. But my job was to drive Bert to Woodstock. So I made my way into New York City, waited outside the theater for Bert to get off because he was at that time performing in the musical Hair. As soon as he was free, he jumped in the car, and he and Tom Fair of the Left Bank recording and songwriting fame drove up to the town of Liberty, New York. We stopped along the way at the Liberty Diner, we ate, and we got to the hotel room. It was late, we were tired, not much went on. The next morning, we got up, I was called for a sound check, and we were escorted by the New York State Police to the concert site. It was a madhouse, but it all went off basically without a hitch. No matter how much rain or whatever was going on, everyone kept their cool. The performance by Mr. Sommer was excellent. Now, you may not have heard much of it because it was not in the film. Reasons for that are certainly beyond my recognition. I have no idea, but Bert performed an excellent set, got the first standing ovation, and we had a great time that day and the next. The one thing I did want to bring up about this was there was actually in the hotel, which at the time was a Holiday Inn in Liberty, and it's since changed hands, but there was a wedding going on. And it has always come to my mind that those people had probably the most outrageous wedding that anyone could ever have, because in the hotel, all the singers, all the musicians, all the players, the road managers, everyone was staying in that hotel. Personally, Woodstock has become just a memory. You can watch a movie, you can read books, but if you weren't there, you'll never have had experienced anything like that in your life. Now, like I said, my experiences were somewhat different because I was with Bert, and we didn't get wet, we didn't get rained on, we had food, we had air conditioning, and for us it was a great experience that who wouldn't want to live that way? I worked with Bert until 1972, probably, 71, 72, when I decided to go back to school. Bert went his way, I went mine, and here we are, 55 years later. And that's my thoughts on Woodstock. Have a great day.